Hey everybody, it's my favorite time of the year again, and that means Halloween tutorials. I'm starting off with the Harley Quinn and Joker makeup. Today I will be bringing you the Joker, and later on this week I'll be posting the Harley tutorial. So to start off, I primed the face. This is just the Hourglass primer. We actually wore these costumes for FanFest here in Toronto. So it was definitely something that was going to have to be long lasting. And for Halloween costumes, generally you want it to be long lasting too. So a good primer underneath is always best. So to apply this, I just use a foundation brush to get it onto the face, and then I use a beauty blender to blend it out. I found that this is the best way to kind of get it done and still get the opacity and the color that I wanted. For this look, it doesn't really require you to be super neat. If the face paint ends up looking a bit patchy, it's actually better because it adds to the rusticness that is the Joker. I mean, let's get real, he's a hot mess anyways. So I apply that all over the face, neck, and chest, wherever there's going to be open skin. And then I set that with just a translucent powder. This is by L'Oreal, I believe. It's just so that I can go on top of the face paint and blend everything properly. So for most of the face, I am using the Morphe 35OM palette. It's just an incredible palette. It's super cheap and it has all the colors that you need in it. So I'm mostly using that taupey brown color that you see me constantly dipping into with a fluffy blending brush, and I'm just accentuating all of those hollows of the face. So you see me taking it around the jaw line and inside the hollows of the cheeks. I'm taking it underneath the lip because I want to over accentuate even those small indents in the face to try and make it look as sunken in and as shriveled as possible. I take it along the sides of the nose and along the sides of the foreheads, and as well as on top of the eyebrows. Then I go in for the eyes. The eyes are going to be a few layers of color. So I first start off with that taupey brown color and apply it everywhere. There's no rhyme or reason to this. The messier the better. So I just kind of blend that around, and then I go in with a reddish brown shade. This is more concentrated on the eyelid, and then I take it underneath the eye. This is me trying to tell him to look up. This is his attempt at looking up, and he's like, I can't do it. It's a constant struggle during this video. Then I go in with a really deep brown. It's an almost black brown, and I just messily apply that all over the eyelid. I take it into the inner corners next to the nose to try and deepen that look even more. And then I also take it underneath the eyes. The last thing I'm doing with the eyes is just taking a red eyeshadow. This one is from NYX, and I just apply it right underneath that lash line and blend it out really messily. Next, I'm moving on to the tattoos. For all of the tattoos I did, I used black Mehron face paint. This is the same type of face paint that I used for the white base. And I'm taking a fine eyeliner brush from IT Cosmetics, and I'm writing out damaged across his forehead first. I did go off of an image of Jared Leto's Joker to kind of gauge where and how to draw all the tattoos. So I did my best to do that. I'm not a professional body painter, so I wouldn't say that I'm great at this, but I was pretty happy with the way it turned out. So after I moved on to the chest and the neck, I did minimalize these tattoos because I wanted to be very easy and achievable for people to watch and kind of do themselves. So I did the ha-ha-has all over the left side of the body. There's no rhyme or reason to this. You just kind of throw them around in different sizes and different angles all the way up the chest into the neck. Then I decided to not do the actual Joker image. I thought it was a bit too complicated for everybody to kind of do on their own. So I've minimalized it, and I decided to go with just the aces. So what I did is I kind of set up his shirt so I could see where the tattoos would show, and I drew them accordingly. So I decided to do the first ace of spades facing up. That's a full image of the ace of spades, and then I kind of draw the other cards behind it. I only drew another 2 cards because his collar would have covered the other one anyways, so it didn't really matter. Then I went in with the little details like the rest of the A's on the aces and just went over the cards one more time. I moved on to do the face scars. I pulled up that reference photo of Jared Leto again to see exactly where they were, and then moved on to the J tattoo. Now this J tattoo on the cheekbone is very boxy. It's not a curved J, so as you're making it, you're just constantly making lines. You're doing a straight line down, a straight line on an angle, and kind of continuing that pattern to make the J. And then I just go over it once more to thicken it up and give it a little bit more dimension. It's always good to use a reference photo when you're doing these kind of look-alike looks. Look at those butt lips. Oh man. So for the lips, you need red lipstick. This is a red color last lipstick from Revlon. I kind of dug this out of my makeup graveyard. But I use that and blend it out with my finger super messily. And then I want to add a little bit more dimension. So I take the Kat Von D Vampira lipstick. Look at his face in that shot. And then I just apply that to the inner rim of the lips and blend it out with my finger again. As I'm doing this, I'm still making sure that it looks super messy, and I go in and I'm constantly using my finger to blend out the edges, and then I have him open his mouth and I pull out the lipstick a little bit more on the outer corners to kind of give that subtle Joker smile. The last thing I do with the face is I take that pressed powder and I just go over all of the face tattoos. This kind of gives the illusion that it's more under the skin, like a real tattoo, and that they're more faded, not like you just painted them on top of the skin. Then I kind of took a step back and I saw that I wanted a bit more depth on the eyes. I didn't think it was dark enough. So I applied a black matte eyeshadow. This is from that Morphe palette, all over the eyes. You can see how messy and nonchalant I'm being with this. You can really do whatever you want. And then you're done. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial and that you find it easy enough for you to do this Halloween. Stay tuned for the Harley Quinn tutorial. It'll be up really soon. Thanks for watching.
Can you scratch my nose? Do you have like something sharp? No, not there. It's like right here. Let's do that right there. There we go. Okay, I'm good. Thank you. All my friends are heathens, take it slow. Wait for them to